Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? Holy crap, I was not expecting this irregular high school show to even get a comeback. But here it is after so much time. I actually have forgotten why or like how the season finale actually ended, because all I really remember this guy doing is absolutely destroying any and everybody he came across, even though he is an irregular who pretty much should not be as balanced and strong as he is. So when you see him battle, sooner or later, y'all are gonna remember just as much as I am why he is ridiculous. And I actually can't wait for that, because at this point, it definitely feels like something's missing, and that something missing is just him just blowing through competition that shows up against him. We got a little tease of that at the end of the week's episode with the new spy, or should I say, newest lady to the harem, no? Um, with her being as good and as kind of cocky as she is when it comes down to physical stuff, just being able to do what she needs to do to take out somebody, I felt like this was a good way of just knocking her down a peg, and we're gonna see her continuously probably outdone by our main character. So stuff like that doesn't surprise me. What does surprise me is how much her character kind of just fits in and is enjoyable to watch at the end of the day. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more about what they can do with her. And now that these people at the mass have shown up towards the end of the episode, they might have a common enemy, and we might be able to see what they both look like, using their best moves to their advantage, especially if they excuse me, especially if they actually work together, her and the main character plus the sister, who she couldn't beat, in just like full-blown magic competition, where the sister was more or less just using more intelligent stuff instead of just trying to be the fastest and push. She was still there, and she made it so she can control the other magic as well. So it's like there's levels to this stuff, and that's another reason why our main character is irregular, because he doesn't have full-blown control like his sister, who's like a prodigy, does. So that's interesting. I honestly don't know what the heck is going on with the subplot. Uh, the subplot in my mind being the actual stuff, that the reason why the Lena is here, because it just didn't really show up. Like, this was a good way of showcasing a character and her fitting in, and kind of just forgetting about why she's there, right? Like giving her this weird moment of just like, oh, I'm just going to relax, chill, and do whatever I forgot I was on a mission. Like I forgot that the people I might be searching for, or people that have continuously kind of forwarded their plans, are on the move and seemingly have the same type of eyes as the other person we saw at the very beginning of the show, who could use pyronesis and could use it instantly, which for some reason it shocked her a lot. So I'm really interested to see why it was such a shock. And these eyes are clearly something very important, because we know instantly that as soon as we see the people who she's going to be hunting, they are they are rocking the same eyes, at least for the most part, that we can tell. So I am surprised that the show did as good as it did with how long it's been. But I've always liked this irregular guy. He's been so slick and pretty intelligent through and through. there's not been a lot of moments where you're like, oh, he doesn't even know what's going on. He's just going for the ride. He really does know, right? He figured out that she was the most unfit person to be here, not to mention he has a crap ton of information already built up on her. Uh, knowing nicknames and knowing why she's going by certain ways instead of being called what she should be called. It's these tiny little details that he keeps making her even more unsure that she's doing the right thing at this point. So I do love that part about him is he just keeps it real simple. And if you are going to cross him, you're going to need more than just brute strength, more than speed, and more than skill to actually stop him. You're going to need all that and some more stuff. Because point blank, him grabbing her hand, thinking that she was going to go for a choke, but then she turns her finger into a little mini pistol, and he still, predicts that. That's some new level types of stuff, which I love about his character. So we'll see what actually is going to happen when it comes down to them. Like I said, having a common enemy, I think is going to change their dynamic a little bit more, but not by a whole lot, right? There's not too much that he actually needs her for, and there's not too much she needs him for until we actually can see what these people are capable of with these eyes. And if they come to find out that they both need each other, it'll be an interesting battle to see them working together against the same targets, because they're both ridiculous. We just haven't seen as much from the blonde girl. Yeah, we saw her chase down one guy and jump in front of him, and then everybody around him put him in a bubble so she can pull the trigger. Like, cool. Or she's tough, like, ooh, real tough. So it's one of those things where she's granted this label of the strongest and trump card and all this, but at the end of the day, she hasn't shown anything more impressive than our Irregular character, who I thought was actually the target this time. I thought he was actually being targeted, but it seems he's just someone of interest when it comes down to the other side of things. Like, they probably heard of his achievements, or at least she's seen the way now that he's capable of reacting in combat situations, which I'm surprised they actually didn't just take it out to like a mock battle, but we'll see if that ever occurs. Overall, Irregular High School Season 2 was pretty hype, and I am definitely looking forward to seeing what you guys are thinking about all this at the end of the day, because I am your anime boy. I am your anime G, and I will definitely be talking to you sooner than later. But like I said in my other video, there's just so much anime that came out. I might not be able to record it all. I might not be able to keep up with it all recording wise. But what I can do is maybe drop a review, an over review for the shows that I'm not going to completely end up watching, and just wind up giving you, my full thoughts on the shows that I did like, but I didn't end up actually doing full-blown review videos for every week. So I hope that's okay, and I hope people don't get mad, but there's just so much anime I can actually watch without completely draining all my time. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Alright, peace.